Alright. My mic is muted. Alright. So, the stream accidentally stopped, but I have shared the community posts there, so, hi. Hi to Melodon. You have now been promoted to moderator on this channel, and I'm trying to make my own stupid game, my own stupid stuff. This game. So I really wanted to make a game, but I realized making games can be hard, and I could not develop a game. And let's try to get a square and a character. So what I'm trying to convey here is that this game would be is that I'm summoning Bean, and my concept for this game is that I'm trying to make it, like something, I'm trying to make this game like tower defense, MMORPG, saying, and let us just put in a square, add components, collider, box collider. Let me just box collider should work, hopefully, and the capsule head. And the capsule event doesn't have thing, so capsule collider, and let's try to make it rigid body, rigid body 2D, and let's just see. Shit, it collapse. No worries. Kinematic. It didn't.
Stay cool.
Yeah. Alright, now let me just. Hopefully, you can do this. Now, let me just. Dynamic. Remove component, character, right, hi, what software is this? Unity. I'm making a game in Unity. Alright. Stream, and let me try to find out a way to Unity. E2D movement script C#. Right, let us find it on GitHub. Ding. Let's get a raw copy, and character movement, new script. I have to create an ad, and let us just, it's reloading the script, and this is the no thank. So this is the player, right? Character controller. So It has a conflict, so let me just remove that. Character controller and player. Position 0. Right now the player and the capsule are together. I set up the player and the capsule, but they did not work, so let's just try to make something here. No, rigid bodied 2D. Right on. Now let me just remove component. Alright, character movement. I public float player, public float sheet player. And let me just get player. Crap, I accidentally reopened VS Code. Now let us just character movement script, C# and good old rigid body. Right now, let me just try to find something. Right, and let's try to share, cause something works. Right, I'm going to the Unity asset store and see what I have in store. Oh. Alright, now let's type in 2D move. 2D move. 2D movement, and let's just try to free. Hopefully they aren't crappy. Just get it from a Google account. And, hopefully I'm doing something good here. It's idle. Add to my asset, please. Accept. It's still right. Now that I just some assets, I decided to import new asset. Not import. This.
One of the most essential parts of creating a 2D game is of course player movement. And even though it's one of those basic mechanics that we often take for granted, creating a really good player controller can actually be quite challenging. In fact, it's something that even experienced programmers can spend weeks or even months of development time getting to feel just right. Of course, everything.
Alright, let's just choose this. Ka-ching! Click! Control C. Now just Unity, player, character controller. And character controller 2D CS 2D. I just think the CS is sorry. My big brother is just wiggling around. Reload script assemblies. Alright. Click. Click. And you save. Hopefully you don't get any compiler issues. Alright. Let's check that. Alright. It can't work. Layers, user layer 6, ground, layer, ground, and the player. What is ground? Ground, and let's just check if it's working. Alright, we have done. Try to do it. What about if we just add it into the script? Character controller. This might cause some conflictions, but hey, it's better than nothing. And for one thing I should say, I try to do something that I'm making a tower defense, and can I open Notepad, please?
Yes.
And like, the game that I'm trying to make is a tower defense MMORPG. But first of all, I suck at making game, so it's pretty much natural. And two, I don't know how to do networking, and I don't know how to do networking, yes. So remember to take this notepad notes for granted. What is ground? Ground. Right now, just air control. I've done everything, and let's check if it all works. Still, I can't move my keys, and let's check the script. Character controller. Oh, shit. Character movement.cs. I've and I gave it the wrong script. Alright. Alright, now let us just copy. Now, right, let me just hopefully preserve these files somehow. Sunday. Alright, now this and this. I know, it's just it's rechecking and compiler errors. Unity's the worst game engine ever. Like compiler errors, compiler errors, compiler errors, compiler errors. Compiler error this, compiler error that, compiler error everywhere. Yeah. Like, come on, try to do your thing. Vising game Vioni. And like in simulator. I'm Hannah. Let's just find something that he also taken for granted. And this crap is gonna be very hard. And this is gonna be some hard crap and stuff. The character is still moving and it isn't following the laws of gravity. Alright. Let me just find a way to do something. I need to find a way to know how I can do it. Players, ground. Yeah. Alright, now just moving this by default. And like we have an alternate. Character controller, so alright, 0, 0, 0. Right now, let's just at the time when nothing is nowhere and stuff. Remove component, rigid body 2D. Alright. Come on, do it, game. It fell like guys. It fell like guys. Get it? The game about the falling guys thing. It's about it fell. Fall. It fell to the back rooms. Alright, it fell. Now let me just find some way to do this shit. And let me just try to find something constraints info. What is ground? Kinematic, static, dynamic. Use auto mass. Use automatic mass. It's gonna layer, add layer, round. I need to set it to ground, and that way it's material. Yeah. Hopefully you could just get it show on the road. Hopefully. Pivot animator, pivot anim. Dynamic, kinematic. Alright, now let's just try to do kinematic stuff. It's sitting there and it's static. It's static. Dynamic. Yeah, dynamic. Come on. And player. Let's make a layer for player. Yes, change children. Hopefully it's gonna, oh man, it's gonna, and to this point I just think that it might work somehow. And like, imagine if I got a job at Bethesda. Character controller. Add component. Character. Alright, I just script. Character movement. .ts. Let's just put it that. Put it there. Script Chara. Now we Control C. Chara. Now let us just Control V. Alright, let's see how the progress is going. Oh shit. Unity. Why do you always get compiler errors? And it uses remove all compiler errors. Can't have to be oh, for fuck's sake, no. I'm trying to find a way to
Everything depends on what you want your character to do. Can he jump? Can he be controlled in air? Can he crouch? Can he wall run? Does he slide down ledges? What about animation? And so on. Now that might sound a bit overwhelming, but as always with game development, there are ways that we can cheat a little bit. If you're just starting out, I really recommend finding a good character controller online, simply because you don't want to be stuck doing movement when there are so many other aspects of game development that you should explore. Also, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with more than 21,000 to introduce you guys to an awesome course by game developer Vladimir Limachenko, which gives you unlimited access to all classes for less than $10 a month. So to get started, simply click the link in the description and the first 500 people will receive their first 2 months for free. Now, a character controller is basically just a script that takes care of all of the more advanced physics calculations that go into making your character move. So by using one of these, we can focus on writing a much simpler script that will just tell the character controller what to do. For the purpose of this video, I've of course gone ahead and prepared a character controller that we can use as a base. But enough talking about it, let's give our player some moves. Yeah! So we're here in Unity, and I've gone ahead and set up a simple 2D scene using the Sunnyland asset from the Unity assets. Store. I'll of course have a link for that in the description. There's not much in here, there's currently just a player which has nothing on him other than a sprite renderer, as well as a main camera, of course some different tiles making up our level, and I've gone ahead and placed colliders on the platforms as well as the ground. And then we have a few background elements. So since we're going to be using a character controller to help us with our movement, we of course first have to get it into Unity. Mine is right here on the desktop. I'll of course have a link to where you can download the script as well as the entire project. So I'm just going to take this and drag it into Unity. And right away let's select our player and drag our script on there. If we have a look at the different variables that are in our script, we can see that we can adjust a bunch of different things that has to do with our
Oh no. Just download product. No. Alright, I found the 2D movement script, I think. Control C. Character controller 2D CS. Control S. Unity. Right now, let me just delete. That's the old one. Delete. Skill share. Yes. Skill share goes suck my ass.
character. First of all, we have the jump force. I'm just going to set this to a value of 700.
And let us just drag it onto our capsule character controller, and then drag the script there. Hopefully could fuck Unity. Every time compiler error. Every time I try to do something, compiler error. Seriously. Why do you... And seriously, who designed this? Someone who doesn't know how to work on Unity. Someone who doesn't understand how to compile to the end for it to be... Oh, there are compiler errors. That's it. I'm quitting Unity. I'm quitting. Never coming back. Never coming back to Unity. And let me download a better... And let me download Godot. I think Godot engine. Alright. Right. Download Godot. Right, download. Godot. There's Godot. Electroman. Electroman. 3, go. Right now, let me just drag this over. Yeah. And let us test out this new, and let us try to recreate the project with sense of Spore. I used Spore. Just down, down, and down, 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 thing. Right. TDMMO. That's what I think will be called. Alright, TDMMO. Select current folder. OpenGL. TDMMO. Which by the way stands for and TDMO, I think that's the working title, at least for now. And let's have 2D scene, and now let's create a 2D background. Background canvas layer, I think. Alright, now let us just delete node. Alright, and let's just node. Sprite, and then TDM, and like let's try to put like on the PNG there, so as an example, and normal map. Right now, let us just delete nodes. Let me create a sprite paints.net. Alright, new. Alright, I think 1748. I've actually attempted to do like finish, get everything finished and stuff. And let us try to give the protagonist sort of distinct look. I totally could not see the half of this crap. Alright, let me just turn on grid lines, because that's the way I like it. Grid lines. Right now, let us just erase that, scrub it all off. Right now, let me just scrub it off again. Go back and scrub it off again, because I pretty much hate this crap. And I love Paint.net simply because of how simplified it is. And it's a good piece of software. Specifically good if you want good free software. A good free software if you can't afford Photoshop. And this is the perfect example of not owning Photoshop. Should I make this what should I make the main character look like? Should I make it like a human or something? Alright. Now let us just do this. And let us just give him a shirt. And let us just simplify everything and try to do rid of the old thing. Try to do it to the tried and true formula. And let us try to make it like human as flesh. She is humanly possible. I try to make a game, of course, but I have had multiple attempts to make a video game from scratch, no tutorials at all, and still, despite me not, and do you know Danny, the guy who makes YouTube devlogs and about the game Carlson, and he just forcefully puts Carlson right up her ass. So we just made a Lego guy. And let's give him black hair, for example. And having those would be stupid. K P it's at least still he looks like a Lego guy, and this is what I came up with. Right. Let's just try to make his body black. Trying to make his body I had to give him a t-shirt of sorts. You know what? And let's just give him this. And copy, paste. And still deselected. It's deselected and stuff. Let's just give him black pants, of course, because why not? Just give.
مساء الدوام.
back. I'm back. Better than ever. I'm back. And I cracked that back. I cracked that back. Alright, I made the Lego guy thing. Alright. Alright, let's just no, let's just P. Black or white. Okay, P. Now let us just K, P. K, P. Just this one. Laser and still just pick that. P E P. Right now, I just try to add some detail to this thing. Right, let me just play Breakout for a sec. Like when I had this outline around this guy's shirt and stuff. P K P and look back and how about if we give him a name? Alright, I have a name for the character. Should you choose Bop or Bob? One thing I should say, I love Bob name, and let's just say that he's pretty much. Alright, and now. Right, I have some serious problem. Had to undergo. Like, just be serious. I want this game to be playable as Minecraft, and like, you know, Minecraft, the block, that one block game people are playing. K P. Right now, let us just P red, black, white. I feel like he sort of resembles Steve in a way. Come on, vote. Bob or Bob. So I want this game to be sort of accessible and stuff. I might refer to him as Bob because the name is alright. Now let it just right. And like that's it here. Let's say this is TDMO Bob. Oh no, let's just save this and Ctrl C. New. Alright. Let's go. Wahoo! It's me. Shit. Some shit is happening and stuff.